Hi everyone, welcome back. It is Ashley. I've been off for a few months now. Last year was crazy. I just need a few months to kind of settle down a little bit. But we are back, and we are back with my favourite video to film, which is my TBR. So if you are new to my channel, this is my TBR game. It's about getting me to the concert and get me to the show. So if you don't know, I'm a huge concert goer. A lot of my content is between concerts and books, so if you like both, you'll love it here. But yeah, we have these 5 different categories along the bottom, sometimes a 6th, which does only get covered by a piece of paper, but that will not be coming in this month. So yeah, I'll go over what the different ones are, and then we'll jump into my rules for February. Now, in terms of yearly challenges, I am doing Buzzword. So this is by Books and Lala. In February, it is keyboard keys. For the title prompt, there is a book that I'm specifically wanting to get on this TBR, and I feel like I could do that. And that is The Tower at the End of Time by Amy Sparks. End is on my keyboard, so I want to use that. It's also a sequel, which is good, so I do want to continue that series. So yeah, I'm hoping this will be good. But otherwise, it will just be Bookemon, which is held by Bin Chicken Books. This year's quite a quiet year, but I still have loads of prompts that I haven't done, and I'm going to redo 2024's ones as well. So yeah, we will have a mix of them in. But so those ones are the B. The B is for Bookemon, and we just choose from Ode. We have an Ode pouch now. Instead of me choosing them, we have an Ode pouch. You will see this is absolutely bursting. So yeah, I'm going to be choosing them out of here at random for Bookemon. After that, we have Mood, which is Mood Read. This is any book that I want, but I have to choose it now on camera. Then we have Pink, which is general pink prompts. For this one, I only have my stack of pink, only because I have another 4 Extraordinary Heroes pouches coming. I'm going to put them in there once that does arrive, but they haven't quite arrived yet. So far we have Jungsu and we have Ode. Jungsu is going to be used for something else. Then we have goals and targets. So I have 3 goals and targets for this year. The first one is to read more sequels. The second one is to read my Christmas / bought in 2026 books, and then my third one is my NetGalley books. Now for NetGalley, because I have so many on there and I just keep not gravitating towards them, that is what I've used my little Jungsu pouch for. So every single piece of paper that is in here is my NetGalley books. You can see there's quite a lot. So if this does come up, then I will choose one. If it's one that I've read for another prompt that wasn't my NetGalley, that's completely fine. I'll just choose out a second one. But we will be choosing out of this absolutely cute Jungsu pouch from Extraordinary Heroes. And then we have our music prompt. Now for this one, I'm going to do it slightly different compared to previous years. For this one this year, I am still going to have it as a music artist, but instead of choosing pieces of paper and things, I'm just going to put my music on shuffle and then see what comes up, and it has to be related to the title of the song. Now I'm doing this just to make sure that I don't get copyrighted and things, because that was starting to happen on a few videos last year, so I want to try and stop that this year. So I think by doing this, I can still have it on mute, but I can still show you the song at the same time, and if you want to check it out, you definitely can. So yeah, I'm going to be doing that for the music prompt. Now in terms of this white piece of paper that may sometimes cover, this is if I fail a TBR this year, then it will be, this goes over one of the squares depending on what a random number generator chooses for that spot, and if I land on it, I need to read a failed book that I have had from this year. As well as this, I am still going to be doing the Goodreads challenges and things throughout the year. For this, that means that I will be taking months off my TBR game to specifically focus on that, because I did find it quite hard to kind of navigate trying to do both, and that way I can focus on the prompts a lot more. For Bookemon, I'm also not going to be choosing anything that would fit other Bookemon prompts unless this does come up, just because I want to definitely give myself that chance of choosing from these other prompts and not think about 3 different things at once. So yeah, with that though, let's jump into my first role. We are going to use a Sungkwan sticker that I did get at Lollapalooza a couple of years ago, so we are going to be using this cute little sticker of Sungkwan from 17. So yeah, let's jump into row number 1 and let's hope this month is nice to me.
Rule number 1, a 2, 1, 2, goals and targets.
Okay, rule number 1 gave us a 2, which is not a great start, but it did get us on goals and targets. Now, as I said, I have 3 goals and targets. So I have sequels, I have NetGalley, and I have purchased. So for this one, as I said, I really want to get this book in. It is a sequel, so it fits absolutely perfectly for now, and that is The Tower at the End of Time by Amy Sparks. And it's on my keyboard. I'm using this and it's nice and easy. So yeah, this is the one that I will be choosing for this. It is just a middle grade. It is the second book in the series. I don't know what the series is actually called, but it's basically at the back saying a magical competition, a dazzling prize, a horrible case of the hiccups. The Tower at the End of Time holds the greatest prize of all, the answer to any question. To get there, Nine and her friends must triumph at the Wizarding Hopscotch tournament. But when their magical house gets the hiccups, hic hic, and starts bouncing uncontrollably from world to world, it looks like their chances might be scuppered before they've even begun. It just sounds fun. It sounds like a really nice time. I'm looking forward to it, and it's about time I continue with the series. I think I read the first one 2021 or something like that. It's been a good couple of years anyway, so I need to jump back in. Thankfully, they're kind of all different stories, but kind of relating to each other. So yeah, I'm jumping into this one. I'm hoping it's good so I can pick up book number 3 afterwards. So yeah, let's hope this is a good one. Let's jump into rule number 2.
Rule number 2, 1, which is a pink prompt. We have Pole Pick. So I'll put some on my community tab for you guys to choose.
Okay, so rule number 2 gave us a 1. We're not moving along this board very fast, but it did give us a pink prompt, and that was Pole Pick. So for this one, I put on my YouTube community tab 4 books I wanted you guys to choose from, and you guys did. And the one that did win this, I'll show the graphic here so you know I'm not cheating, was The Brothers Hawthorne by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. Now, I'm sure this book has been on my TBR, on and off of actual TBRs, for about 3 years now. I don't know why I keep putting this off. I think initially it was because I was scared to kind of finish the world, but I still have now all the other books that are in the series. So there's no excuses. I need to get to this. I'm determined to get to this. It's probably going to be one of my biggest priority reads, because I think otherwise I'm going to hold off to the last spot. I'm going to run out of time, and I think that's what's kind of been happening as well. And we don't want that. So yeah, Brothers Hawthorne, it is book number 4 in the Inheritance Games cycle. This one is following Grace and Jameson, yeah, just those 2, and their life before Adri, isn't it? Yeah, before she comes and joins the household, which is the Inheritance Games. So I'm looking forward to actually getting into this. I do love the brothers. I'm looking to get into their story a bit more. I'm just hoping I remember enough from the original trilogy that this will make sense, because otherwise that's not great, because I do have all the other ones that are released in the series so far. So yeah, I need to continue on with this, but I am looking forward to it. It's just chunky as well, but I will read it in February. I will. But yeah, with that, let's jump into rule number 3.
Rule number 3, a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is a blue book mom prompt. So, go for this one. Pile of Leaves. Read a book that starts with A and ends in M.
Okay, rule number 3 gave us a 5, which is perfect. We're slowly moving along this board now. It did also give us Pile of Leaves. Now, this was to read a book that starts with A and ends in M. I don't know if you know, but this was so hard. There was nothing on my TBR. I think I spent about 3 hours trying to actually find a book for this, which was not ideal. But I did find one on Kindle Unlimited. I was really struggling to even think of words that ended in M that would have like a book title. So I was watching a travel vlog with my mum, and they mentioned Amsterdam, and I went, surely there must be something with Amsterdam. There's so many travel books and romances and everything like that. and I did find one. It is called An Apartment and an Air Marshal in Amsterdam by Make Nota? I don't really know. I'll put it here. I have no clue what this book is about. I believe, though, it's about this girl who decides to uproot her life to Amsterdam, and she comes across this air marshal and they start a romance. I could be well off, but I believe that's what it is. I am going in fully blind. I had no idea this book even existed. I'm reading this for this prompt, get it ticked off, but I am also going to London in February as well for 3 days. I'm going to go see an artist called Kino. If you haven't, please do go check him out. He is amazing. So yeah, I am going to see him. I need to bring an ebook or something with me just for the flights to and from London. So this is actually kind of perfect for me at the same time to have something I can take on my flight and not be really heavy. So yeah, this was a good choice, I think. Let's hope it's a good book, and I will tell you all my thoughts when I do my wrap up for February as well. Let's go to roll number 4.
Roll number 4. Another one, which is a pink prompt. We have latest book haul. I've not actually bought books in a while, so this kind of works.
Number 4 gave us another 1. Come on, rolls. Please start being higher. But it did give us latest book haul, and I cannot be disappointed with this because that is basically my whole entire purchase in 2026, and I have so many of them at the moment because I do a big book shopping when it comes to like January. Yeah, that's pretty much my main big shopping time is January, and so I bought like 23 books, I think it was. Yeah, it was something bizarre. I bought loads and loads and loads, but the one book that I did decide to choose for this was Bingsu for Two by Sujin Witherspoon. This I don't really know too much about. I've been seeing it places though. It just looks really cool. I really like that there's like a goth in the title thing. I love that it's got some Korean on it as well. And I've been really loving Korea settings. I think it's because I love going to Korea, and so when I'm not there I kind of miss being there in all honesty. But this one says, meet River Langston Lee. In the past 24 hours, he's dumped his girlfriend, walked out of his SATs and quit his job at his parents' cafe in spectacular disastrous fashion, even for him. Somehow he manages to talk his way into a job at a failing Korean cafe, Bingsu for Two. But then he meets his new no BS co-worker, short, grumpy and goth, Sarang Cho. She is as determined to make River's life hell as she is in saving her family's cafe. After River accidentally uploads a video of his chaotic co-workers to his popular fandom account, they strike viral fame. The kicker, their new fans ship River and Sarang big time. To keep the internet's attention and the cafe's new paying customers, River and Sarang must pretend that the tensions between them is definitely of the romantic variety, not the considering the best way to kill you and hide your body variety. So, yeah, enemies to lovers it looks like, fake dating. I feel like I'm going to live for this. It is going to be so much fun, I think, and it looks like kind of mixed media a little bit, with the way it's kind of done, because it has that, and then it has some texts in here as well, and then just normal writing. So I should speed through this. I think I will love this. I have really good high hopes for this, but there's only one way to tell, and that's by actually reading it. So I am looking forward to this one. This one, I'm hoping, will be a really quick read and then a good palate cleanser as well for whatever I read, because it just screams one of those books. But yeah, let's go to roll number 5. I think it's roll number 5.
Roll number 5. A 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Another Bookmon prompt. Let's go for something a bit further down. Take this one. They're like overpowering. What's this one? Carrot. Read a non-fiction book.
Number 5 gave us a 6, which is amazing. However, then it started to be a bit mean, and it gave us Carrot, and this is to read a non-fiction book. I'm not going to lie to you, I don't want to read a non-fiction book in February. It's just not something I want to do. I will do it though. I will do that, and I'll read a book that has been on my TBR for a little while. My mum bought this for me a couple of years ago, and so I'm going to jump in because I don't know why I've not read it yet, and that is One Armed Jack, Uncovering the Real Jack the Ripper by Sarah Baxhorton. If you don't know who Jack the Ripper is, it is basically this person. We don't know who they are for sure, but it's this person in London who was killing prostitutes, and yeah, it's about that and seeing who they think the killer is, because no one's ever been told that that is Jack the Ripper. It's just Jack the Ripper is the name that we have been given to them. So yeah, I'm really interested in this. I've had an interest in the Jack the Ripper case for a very, very long time, probably since I was like a child. It's just something that's really, really intrigued me. I think it's because we don't know who he is. So it's like that whole mystery of that, which I think drags me into this a lot more than anything else. But it should be a good time. It has a lot of references. It does have photos and things of like the different victims. So I'm sure we'll find out about each woman as well. And then kind of what happened to her, what kind of things this person believes will have done it. I don't know if she says who she thinks it is on the back. Does it say who she thinks it is? No, I can't see here who they think the killer is. So it'll be interesting to see which kind of direction that they do go in for this book. But yeah, let's read about Jack the Ripper in February. Why not? Let's go to our next roll.
Roll number 6. It's a 3. 1, 2, 3. That was a 3. I know it's moved. I'll go for this one. What have we got? Bed. Read 50 pages in bed. Okay, so this one's an activity 1, and I am glad that we got this instead of another book prompt.
Roll number 6 gave us a 3, and it was another Bookmon prompt. And thankfully for us, one thing I forgot to mention earlier is I have actually decided to include all of the books that are also activities into there as well, which is why it is so hefty. So we did get bed, which is just to read a book, read 50 pages in bed. That is super easy for me. I do most of my reading in bed, but what I'll probably do is I'll make sure it's like one sitting down, like one sitting, and just read the 50 pages all at once and make that the actual challenge part for me, because I tend, when I'm about to go to bed, to read maybe like 20-30 pages, then I'll go away and then I'll come back. So this one, I think I'll do it as like I have to read 50 pages at one go as a minimum when in bed, just to make it a bit more of a challenge for me. But this one, nice and easy. This one should have absolutely no doubt of being completed, which is amazing. So yeah, let's go into our next roll.
Roll number 7. A 2. 1, 2. Another goals and targets.
For roll number 7, we got a 2, and I got another goals and targets. Now, I want to make sure that I hit all of my goals. So I'm going to make it that if I have chosen one of my goals, I can't do that one again unless it's like a 4th time I land on that square. Just so I can make sure I do one for each one as much as I can. So for this one, I am actually going to do my Christmas books / my purchase in 2026 books, just because I want to really add this in as where my dog actually chooses that book for me. So I am going to be choosing 4 books, and I'm going to let my dog decide which one it is for this month that we're going to be reading. So I'm going to show you a clip where I show what books I'm going to choose for him, and then let's see which one he does choose for me. Okay, so my dog is going to choose between Murder at Mount Fuji, Magician of Tiger Castle, Part of the World, and The Bruins. Strider, choose! Okay, so I'm reading The Bruins. Okay, as you've seen, my dog chose The Bruins, and this is basically the 2026 annual for this. And basically this is a book about this family called The Bruins, and they are a Scottish family, and it's just little comic strips basically of them. It's about 100 pages long or something, but each kind of page is something different. It is written in Scots, which is something that I personally really enjoy. Because yeah, I don't read enough in Scots, even though I do read and I do speak in Scots sometimes as well. It's not something I tend to read a lot of, and I do really want to read more in Scots. It is a language that is my language. I speak it all the time. I should be reading it more often. So yeah, I'm going to read this one. It should just be nice and fun, nice and quick. As I said, each page is a different like strip with the family. So if I want to put it down and stop and start throughout the month, I can also do that and just continue it on as I wish. But yeah, nice, easy. Love this. They're always really funny. Yeah. Don't know what else to say about this book. But my dog chose well. My dog is definitely Scottish. He chose the one Scottish book that was there. So you can tell my dog really loves the Scottish stuff. But yeah, let's go into our next roll.
Roll number 8. A 1. Another book mom prompt. Just so not too cheating. Get this one. Oh, that's 2. Oh, that's more than 2. Put those ones back. Okay, moon cheese. Read a book, the name of a type of cheese in the title.
Roll number 8 gave us another 1. This dice really does not like high numbers that much. But we did end up getting another book mom prompt and we got moon cheese. So this one is to read a book with the name of a type of cheese in the title. Not gonna lie, I looked through my whole TBR, I did not have one. And I was really struggling with names of cheeses because I don't eat cheese. I don't enjoy cheese except for mozzarella. There is no books that have the word mozzarella. So I asked my mum, because my mum enjoys cheese, and I was like, hi, help, because except from blue cheese and mozzarella, I cannot think of another kind except from cheddar, and I can't find a book with these. So she actually was like, why don't you do cottage, because cottage cheese? And then I thought, that's a really easy one. There's got to be loads of books with cottage. So I have looked on my Kindle Unlimited and I did see a book here called The Witch's Cottage. And this is a romance book by Emberly Wyndham, I want to say the name is. But yeah, basically it is about this witch who goes into the woods. She has this like broken down sort of cottage, and so she hires this like carpenter sort of person to help build it back up with her, and then a romance ensues. So another romance, a bit of a witchy one, but it should be nice and fun and easy. It's the first of a series, so if I do like it, I can continue on with that as well. And it is quite short as well. I think it was like 150 pages or something, so it should be nice and easy. Again, another one I can take to London because it will be on my Kindle, so hopefully that one should be a success. But yeah, let's go into roll number 9 and let's see if the game is nice to us and we can finish.
Roll number 9, if we get 1, 2, 3, 4, if we get a 5, we're done. A 2, 1, 2, that's a mood read. I am good with that.
Okay, roll number 9 wasn't that nice. It did give us a 2, but it did give us a mood read, so we can't complain at that. One book that's been staring at me on my shelves at the moment is The Lady Rogue by Jem Bennett. My mum bought this for me for Christmas a couple of years ago, and I always wanted to read it and then I just never did, and I don't know why. I absolutely also adore this cover. I think it's absolutely beautiful. So yeah, I'm going to be reading this. This one just says, the ring of Vlad the Impaler was itself a legend, but the man who wore it was even more so. It wasn't just a random piece of jewellery. The ring was an occult talisman forged for a militant medieval organisation known as the Order of the Dragon, and it was rumoured to imbue its wearer with a dark magical power. Cursed if one believed that there was any grain of truth in the stories that surrounded it and its most notorious owner, Vlad the Impaler, Prince of Romania, better known as Vlad Dracula, the son of the dragon. So yeah, it is basically about, I think it's like a adventure story, trying to find this ring, and I think that's going to be so much fun, and it should change things up because I feel like I've got quite a lot of romance on here. I've got a little bit of mystery, but I don't really have anything kind of like this on here. So yeah, I think this will be really fun. But let's see if this was my final roll or if we do have any more rolls still to go.
Roll number 10, and let's hope for a 3 or higher. 5. 1, 2, 3. We are finished.
Okay, roll number 10 gave us a 5. We are officially done the board. I am so happy that we did get that one that was an activity prompt, because I don't know if I could read 10 books in February. That is pushing it a little bit. I have decided to calculate how many pages that would be, so I will put that there. And I've also decided to say how many pages that is a day, and I will also put that on screen here. So yeah, hopefully it'll be fine. I think I've got enough variety in here between the non-fiction, some romances, middle grade, a little bit of mystery in here, a little bit of an adventure, to kind of keep me going and keep me motivated as well. But this is a lot of books. This was a lot more than I was planning in February. But yeah, that is fine. In March, it is the end of the Goodreads first choice award ones. So that one goes between January and the end of March. So March, I will be doing that, but I will do a TBR sort of video that does tell you the books I'm thinking of that are like on my shelves and stuff for each category. So that you can have a rough idea, but that one will be going more as a vlog sort of video as well throughout March. But yeah, which book of these do you have interest in? Which book do you think I should start with? And what book are you most excited for reading in February yourself, if you are reading anything? But yeah, that's everything from me. Thank you so much for joining. Please remember to like, subscribe, and if you have nothing to say but you do just want to let me know that you are here, then please leave a little heart emoji, because it is February, which is the month of love. So yeah, let's leave a little heart emoji, any colour you want. Just let me know you're here if you have nothing else to say. But that's everything from me. Thank you so much for joining, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!